Hello, Ka-Edu. We start our final term with Module 3 on the indispensable role of technology in language education. It discusses open-ended tools and their uses in the teaching and learning of language skills. Specifically, it focuses on 4 lessons: using Word in scaffolding students' learning, using presentations and spreadsheets in teaching language skill, using various digital tools in improving language skills, and using technology tools and applications in language education. As results, learners will create their instructional materials integrating open-ended tools, and teachers will reiterate its usage, the alignment of the global competencies and standards. Open-ended as a term refers to various concepts from varied contexts. For instance, open-ended means a continuous process of seeking solutions to a case, situation, or a challenge. In education, open-ended is an abstraction for results. It cites a task to be accomplished in many ways or a query to be answered in copious manner. It may be in the forms of utterances, queries, activities, projects, approaches, or teaching methods. It works well in a diverse population with minimal prior knowledge and has no limits on how and what skills may be used or learned. In technology for teaching and learning emphasized in language education, it delineates the usage of learning activities supported by digital tools which can be accessed through open resources networks, open educational resources, softwares, and applications. Open-ended tools in teaching and learning language help in the creation of multidisciplinary education relative to experiential instruction, where learners practice in an in-depth exploration and interaction of presented lessons. The new normal education is a transition of instructional methods, approaches, learning goals, and outcomes. How language teachers respond to this change is a choice, be it in the mode of learning among students, tools supplemental for the teaching-learning environment, or being aware or literate in technology. How to use Word in scaffolding students' learning. Scaffolding as an instructional term was defined from the theory of collective zone of proximal development proposed by Lev Vygotsky. Raymond viewed ZPD as the distance between what students can do for their learning and what assistance can teachers give so they can achieve competence in their next stages of learning. It stressed the importance of meeting students from where they are, as teachers should consider and accommodate individual phasing of students' acquisition of knowledge and skills in every subject. Hence, the process involves the chunking of lesson, breaking it down into simpler units, and devise a solid structure for each chunk. Instructional scaffolding is a systematic process when teachers include assistance for students to intensify education and provide advancement in the mastery of skills. Teachers establish learning built on students' knowledge and experiences to learn new concepts or skills. It is necessary to keep track of the students' progress, to incorporate multiple steps to strengthen learning or to reject them gradually. How to use MS Word in the scaffolding of students' language learning. MS Word is a word processor developed by Microsoft Incorporated with features of format, edit, and save document files. It is regarded as the commonly used program. It is used in writing letters, documents, reports, research, proposals, plans, and others depending on the need from various fields. It enables the users to create documents, frame write-ups, and prepare layout for manuscripts, among its many uses. MS Word as an open-ended tool in education is highly portable and accessible. Among the general uses of students including making notes, assignments and writing tasks, projects, articles, dictionary, and checking of grammar and spelling. Among teachers, MS Word is helpful in lesson planning and presentation, assessment materials, creation of instructional materials, error detection, shared document files, references, research, and publication. In language teaching and learning, MS Word is an effective tool in establishing a language atmosphere appropriate for second language learning. Its various features can be components for scaffolding as students explore its usage and create outputs using words into sentences, then a paragraph, and eventually a series of it. Sample activities for language teaching and learning. There are some of the suggested activities adopted from various sources in language education. Annotation as a term should be defined as students are tasked to copy and paste a portion of any text, prose, poetry, and article in a Microsoft Word read-only document, as each student should have a personal copy of the document in the class. Annotating text with Microsoft Word. In order for students to annotate correctly, brainstorming and free writing. As a class routine, it can be done as a 10-minute activity with an electronic response journal or an initial stage for the completion of an output. Students annotate the excerpt and project students' discussion of the annotated text. Students can create, copy, and save the output, while teachers can access and review them anytime. Writing workshop. Collaborative writing using MS Word allows the students to magnify and highlight text and entries in varied colors, check editorial changes in a document, move and transitions of text in order to show a variety of organizational and stylistic presentations. MS PowerPoint in teaching language skills. Being a software application device to present data and information using diagrams with animations, transitions, images, and text in the form of slides, it is one of the most effective and most useful applications of the MS Office since the 1990s. This application integrates data and information visualization for the audience to easily understand ideas. Its role in education practically ranges from instruction, aids motivation among learners, and creation of visual aids to frame a more interesting learning atmosphere. Sample activities in using MS PowerPoint in teaching language skills. Language learning becomes effective when students have opportunities to use language for real purposes. Purposeful activities bridge the barriers between classroom setting and the real world. Oral presentations manifest the process of preparing and giving oral presentations for a purpose which emphasize searching information, analyzing the information, interpreting and creating a new idea out from it. It ends with sharing it to an audience who may initiate meaningful interaction. Extensive and intensive reading involves presenting numerous topics from articles thoroughly read and analyzed, compared and contrasted presented ideas, synthesized and evaluated, and highlighted conclusions to be transmitted through textual or graphical forms, in which may more comprehensible among the readers. Guided writing includes numerous tasks like outlines presented in templates, graphics, guidelines, and examples in symbols, different font styles for the output, organize idea using a slide sorter, and specify salient points to be placed as note cards. MS Spreadsheet in teaching language skills. It is a spreadsheet program devised to record and analyze numerical data or information. It also provides multiple features like computations, macro programming, pivot table, and graphical tools and calculations. An MS Excel spreadsheet includes a collection of columns and rows, forming a table where letters are assigned to columns and numbers for rows. A cell refers to the point where a column and a cell meets. Sample activities in using MS Spreadsheet in teaching language skills. The usage of spreadsheet in language teaching and learning and interdisciplinary projects is beneficial because it ignites students' interest in language games, relates to the personal experiences of students, and recognizes the benefits and purposes of the topics and understanding of real concepts applicable to the real world. Working with vocabulary list shows 2 columns presenting words from the native and foreign languages. It may create a matching exercise created by the students. It can be printed on selected columns only, or can be done in the computer where A and B are hidden. Tandem exercise repeats the list from matching exercise, but some field will be erased so that students may work in pairs with different worksheet. Student 2 helps to correct him. Student 2 then will translate and Student 1 will also correct or help him. Play cards involve 2 variants of the game. The first one is quartet, which presents the objects of the game as sets of 4 or 6 that belong together. The number depends on the topic and subcategories. Informatics lesson is integrating other disciplines in language learning. Using the VLOOKUP function, interdisciplinary teaching increases motivation for language content analysis and practical usage of presented units or concepts.